With the effects of the sanctions getting more severe every day, the Russian central bank has gone into deep trouble, and from the looks of things, it seems that Russia will be going bankrupt in a couple of months. Now, in a normal bankruptcy, the debtor does not have the funds to pay the outstanding debt. However, that's not the case here, since Russia has two main things going for her. One, Russia is one of the largest exporters of oil and gas and still has enough reserves to pull from, so in theory it has hundreds of billions of dollars sitting in the ground, and second, it actually has more than enough funds already available sitting in various bank accounts worth over $600 billion. So clearly money is not the issue here. What is the issue are three main barriers. The first is that about half of that $600 billion is frozen by the international community, which means that the Russian central bank can't use it to make the required payments. The second is that the bonds that Russia issued have written into the contracts that Russia cannot make the payments in rubles and they must be made in dollars. And the third major barrier is President Putin himself. It is believed that he might not even want to pay the interest since the financial sanctions are destroying the economy, and in order to strike back, Putin is contemplating not paying the bondholders. Now obviously this would be a huge mistake, since this would make it near impossible for Russia to get funding in the future, and even China would be skeptical on lending Russia the money. Even if China were to do so, those loans would come with some serious strings attached. It is why people in politics say, if China is your only friend, you have no friends. So all of this puts Russia in an almost impossible situation to pay its bills, since they can't use the money that they have, and the money that they can use nobody wants, which from looking at the disastrous trajectory of the ruble was an excellent call by the investors to put that in those contracts. However, it's not a fail-safe mechanism, since currently the Russian president has ordered the central bank to allow payments to bondholders in rubles regardless of what the contracts say. Now this would trigger an automatic default if they were to do that, since in the world of bonds and credit default swaps, if you don't honor the terms of the contract to the letter, it does not matter if you still make the payments. Before we continue, please like and subscribe to support the channel. Now at the time of making this video, the Russian central bank claimed that they actually made the first payment of $170 million. And even though no official confirmation has yet been given, it does seem that the payment went through, since some of the bondholders have already received their payment. So with that said, even though this initial payment seems to have gone through, there's no guarantee that future payments will do so as well, and this problem will keep occurring every single week. In the coming months, Russia still has a lot of payments to make, one of which is a huge $2 billion payment coming up in April, and if just one of these payments does not go through, Russia triggers an automatic default. During this default, Russia will still have 30 days to mediate the situation, however the damage will have already been done, and the country will face a whole host of new problems. Now despite all of these problems, Russia will not run out of money anytime soon, since they are still receiving well over $60 billion each quarter from their oil and gas exports, and Europe is unable to completely stop buying these overnight. However, we are seeing that instead of being part of a fully integrated global economy, the Russians are going to be fully beholden to China, which will give Beijing tremendous power over Russia, since they can then change their minds at any time. So if Putin is going to burn the West and fully commit to China, he should at least learn some Chinese wisdom. Confucius say, before you embark on a journey of revenge, dig 2 graves. This was Russia Can't Pay Its Bills. Please like and subscribe for more videos.